Hey everyone, welcome back to Crease Central. So this is episode 3, and for today, this episode might be a little shorter, but what we are going to do is just basically look at every single team in the NHL, review their preseason, and basically predict how will they do in the regular season. You want to add anything to that,
No,
or you want to jump right
I
in?
think let's just get into it.
Okay, yeah, but quickly before we start, last episode I wore a Devils shirt. Andreas, who was on the podcast, shout out to Andreas, by the way, got quite mad at it. So today we got a Rangers shirt, and I can't turn around because there's not enough space. But on the back, number 22, Brian Boyle. So now this is a compromise between Rangers and Devils fans, if this helps at all. But with that, let's
Let's
start
go.
with the Anaheim Ducks.
So the Anaheim Ducks, should I pull up their cap friendly, I guess?
Yeah, sure. Let's take a look at some of their contracts.
So I mean, Henrique, he's good enough. No, it's really not a good contract. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. Henrique, bad contract. Silverberg, pretty bad contract. Raquel, not bad. Getzlaff, not bad. Comtois, good, I guess. Grant, I don't know enough about. Terry, I don't know enough about. Jones, I don't know about.
Now, quickly,
Delirious.
unless you're I know you have cap friendly pulled up right now, but unless you're looking at the number right now, can you guess how much cap space they have?
Uh, 10 million. No, that's way too much. 3 million.
It's 15.
I thought
And
they were like strapped by bad contracts, like the way you made it sound.
I thought they had like at least 20. What are they paying?
Henrique,
Okay,
mostly.
that's 5.
Fowler.
Yeah, those are just a little over 5, like Henrique, Silverberg.
Henrique is 5.8, so really I'm closer to
Yeah,
6. Silverberg is
Fowler
5.2, and
5.
Fowler is 6.5.
Yeah, Lindholm just over 5. Josh
Gibson,
Manson, 4.
Gibson is 6.4.
Yeah. They're really saving on Ryan Getzlaf right
Also,
now
they have
just
2
because
million in
obviously
dead cap with Corey Perry, so
they bought him out.
yeah,
Re- I thought he was just a UFA when he signed in Dallas.
that's what I thought too, but when they have
Well,
some good like
I'm just learning this.
they have some good like non-signed players though. I mean Mason McCavish.
Okay. But now, are we done with the Ducks? You want to quickly predict the leading scorer?
I'm gonna guess Trevor Zegras. You know what? Knew with the rookie.
Trevor Zegers. I'm gonna say Maxime Comtois. He led them this year, and I think that he has a bit more experience than Zegers, and he's gonna lead them. Now, real quick, this might be a challenge. Can you name the Ducks head coach?
Well, actually, I'm looking at it right now. So Dallas
Uh,
Eakins.
have you heard of him before?
No.
I have not either. So I've heard of Bob Murray, the GM,
Yeah.
but
Did
not.
you did you know Bob Murray's been there like GM for like ever? Like that guy just been
I can
around.
also tell you for like a few months he was also the coach
Yeah.
because he fired one of the old coaches and then like took over himself. That happened.
Yeah. All right. So
But
let's
anyway,
move. Do we want to go through
yeah,
the
enough of
entire
the Ducks.
Pacific Division first, or do we want to go in alphabetical order?
Well, I think let's go in. You want to do division by division?
Sure. Let's go next to the Calgary Flames.
Okay, Calgary Flames. They only have 300 grand in cap space. Who are they paying? I mean, yeah, I guess they're paying a lot of people.
Feel like the Calgary Flames are more up towards the start of a rebuild than right now. They're starting their rebuild. They should be starting their rebuild.
Yeah,
Traveling's never gonna let that happen though.
Brad Treliving. How long has he been the GM? We said Bob Murray was a long tenor. How long has he been in Calgary?
I don't think it's
Like,
been I think 10 years maybe.
and what have the Flames done during his
He's been there
tenure?
since only 2014. 7 years, 5 months, 13 days.
And during that time, he's been doing a whole lot of nothing. So, and that's about what the team accomplished.
I mean they have some pretty bad contracts. They have Milan Lucic, but you know what? I think Lucic gets like a really bad rap because of this
Yeah, we mentioned this
contract.
last podcast that the contract makes it seem like he's this fourth line bum, but he can be useful on a
Yeah,
third or even second line. Now, this is something I haven't mentioned with the Ducks because they had a pretty decent preseason. Flames, on the other hand, they have 2 wins out of 6.
That's really bad.
Or is it 3?
I don't
No,
know.
it's 3.
I mean, 3 wins out of 6 isn't that bad. It's a 3-3, 500 record, but
Yeah, and they were playing the Oilers, the Canucks, the Jets, and the Kraken. So I feel like that's a decent record. Leading score prediction?
Matthew Tkachuk. Gotta go with Tkachuk, I mean.
You're saying Kachuk?
It's pretty
I don't think
obvious.
he I don't think he quite likes it in Calgary.
I don't
Or
think he
either his
cares, though. I
teammates
feel like
don't
he's
like
still
him.
gonna try to put up points, like, just if he
For
doesn't
me,
like it.
I'm going with Johnny Gaudreau. He's in a contract year, tons to prove,
So is
and I feel like
Tkachuk,
he's
though.
gonna have a really good year.
Tkachuk is also in a contract year.
Okay, but Kachuk's not getting traded. Or is he? He
I don't
might.
know. Okay, anyway, should we move on?
Okay,
To
who's
the
up next?
Edmonton Oilers, other side of Alberta.
Okay,
So
let's see how much
start
cap
off,
space they have.
we've got
They are
McDavid
over
and
the cap,
Draisaitl,
obviously. McDavid, Draisaitl, Hyman, Nugent Hopkins, that's their forward core.
and we got
On
like
defense,
their defense besides Nurse is horrible, and then Nurse's contract is also horrible, and their goaltending is abysmal.
their goaltending, Smith was good this year. You can't rely on a. How old is he? 41?
39.
I thought he was over 40. But anyway, you can't rely on a 39-year-old goalie to be your starter. And I know you like to roast the Rangers for giving out no movement clauses, but Mikko Koskinen has one.
Yeah, modified, but still.
Modified, but a player that bad should not
Yeah.
have a no move clause at all.
So I mean, their team is good enough, I guess. I mean,
Yeah. They do have Dylan Holloway. He might play some games. He's a pretty good prospect, but other than that, uh, it's the usual suspects. They'll be doing the usual work. Should we even predict who the leading scorer is, or is it way too obvious?
I don't know. I mean, Jesse Puljujarvi is going to make a really big run at it this year. Of course,
And
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding,
Warren
of
Fogle
course.
might score 40
You know what,
points.
though? I can honestly see it being close between Draisaitl and McDavid.
Okay, but it's McDavid.
If McDavid gets injured or something, I mean,
I can honestly
you know
see a
what?
possibility.
I'm gonna say
Are you gonna say
Draisaitl.
Draisaitl? You're
I'm
gonna
just
say
gonna.
Draisaitl? That's not as a hot take as some may think, but I'm playing it safe. I'm gonna say Connor McDavid.
Should we move on to the Kings?
Are they next? Okay, the
Yes.
LA Kings. Let's see. They have just under $1 million in cap space.
All right, so let's talk about the Kings. So, Kings. Let's talk about like their status rebuild wise. I feel like
They're starting
they
to come out. I think this year they are still on the outside, and then next year is when they seriously want to go for it.
I think they've got the prospects. They just need to wait for them to develop. Like
Yeah,
this team in their prime is gonna be like nasty.
it will, but same thing when you talk about the Rangers.
No,
How are they going to pay them?
I mean they have a lot of cap space. Actually, Drew Doughty's signed to like 26, 27. That's
At 11 million, I told you there were three big defenseman contracts that were signed, and they all look awful now, which are Eric Carlson, Drew Doughty, and Oliver Ekman-Larsson. And Doughty's might look the best out of all of them,
no.
which is kind of sad.
Doughty's looks the worst. I mean,
You think
like
it looked
here's the
really?
thing. LA is trying to come out of their rebuild. That's not gonna really work that well for them. Like that's what they need to break out of the rebuild. They need $11 million.
True, but I feel
Which
like I'm just saying for the past year, performance-wise, Doughty has been worth his contract the most, as opposed to Carlson and OEL.
I mean, how
Because
long has Rob Blake been around for though? Like he's been around for
I don't know,
4 years now as their GM. So
only 4. I think he's done a very solid job.
yeah, I mean he's drafted a lot of good players. We go over some of the players he's drafted. He's drafted Byfield, Turcotte, Clark,
How do you
Velarde, Bjornfoot, Kaliev, Helgi Grans, Pinelli. I mean,
Yeah, and I think he was willing to spend in this free agency getting Philip Deneau.
I think that's a dumb idea to get to know though. Don't have money
Someone
for
was,
him.
you know that saying where someone was going to overpay for him? Okay, if someone was
No,
going to, why do you have to be the team that
I
does?
don't think it's an overpayment. I just think it's stupid with like their situation,
They have some really good center prospects, like
especially for
Byfield,
that long.
Turcotte, a center as well. Or is he a winger?
Byfield's center.
Byfield's a center, I know, but is Turcotte?
Turcotte's a center, yeah.
Yeah, so if they want to play them all as centers, is Alex Turcotte going to be the 4C? Like,
I
there's no way
mean,
that's
I think
happening.
Turcotte might be able to play wing, but he's like meant to be a
I
center.
know, but you want to develop them to be centers when you're good, right? You want to
Yeah.
have the 1-2 punch of like Byfield, Turcotte, and then you want Kopitar to be like the veteran 3C or something like that.
Yeah. All right. So leading scorer predictions. I'm gonna pick. Who do I think?
I'm going for the safe option here again. I'm saying Anze Kopitar.
I'm gonna
Although
say I'm gonna say Victor Arvidsson.
I was gonna pick him if you picked Kopitar as well, just to change it up. But I could definitely see Arvidsson leading them. I think Arvidsson will lead them in goals, but but Kopitar points.
All right. So San Jose Sharks.
Are you sure that's the next team?
Yes.
Okay, San Jose. There's a lot to talk about here.
A bunch of bad contracts, especially on the defense, with Carlson, Burns, Vlasic. I mean,
how much cap space do you think they have?
I mean, combined, it takes up. I need to do math.
Well, just approximately.
It takes up around 32.5% of their cap space. Vlasic, Burns, and Carlson. So,
That's it.
and if you throw Couture into that, that's about 42% of their cap space on 4 players.
People make fun of the Leafs for doing that, but at least their stars are performing.
And then same with Evander Kane. That's another like huge chunk.
Yeah, where is he listed on their cap friendly?
He's
As
on
the
non-roster.
Their goaltending tandem is James Reimer, who's on a modified no trade clause. Why?
I don't know.
What gives you the need to give James Reimer a no move clause? Like, I love him,
so
but
he wants to stay there. So he wants to come there. I mean,
clearly no one else was paying him. That's why he went to the Sharks. Who else wants to play for them?
okay. So I mean, it's clear that they've been in a rebuild for a little while now.
Then again,
But it's just starting to get bad. Like it's really starting to get bad now.
With their contracts, how do you rebuild? You can't trade Carlson. You can't trade Burns. Can't trade Vlasic.
You can trade Burns. He's unmodified. So
no, how do you trade that contract?
I mean, trade it to a rebuilding team.
They are a rebuilding team.
Or you could also retain $4 million on that. If you retain $4 million on that deal, it doesn't look as bad.
Couture is making $8 million forever. Carlson is making 11.5 forever.
Again, Carlson, you gotta half that if you want to get rid of him.
Yeah, I don't know, man. They do have a promising young player in William Eklund, so we'll see.
But it's clear that they're like just starting that rebuild. Like they're just starting to get into their rebuild.
Yeah, there's going to be some bad years to come in San Jose. Leading score prediction.
Between Meyer and Hurdle for me, I'm going to say Meyer.
I was going to go with Tomas Hurdle, but I think he might get traded mid-season. So I would agree Timo Meyer.
Let's move on to Seattle,
Kraken.
new guys.
Seattle Kraken. Okay. So they have around 7 million, 7.5 in cap space. Let's start with the expansion draft. How do you think Ron Francis built the team? You think he did a good job?
I feel like people overshadow the expansion draft because of all the picks getting leaked, but
True, but I think that he went into a more defensive system. He
also
wants them to be defense first, and
also them naming their captain today, Giordano first captain, Larson,
yes,
Gord, Schwartz, and Everly being their assistants, and then also that waiver claim, Alex Berry-Loulet.
that's going to be a good claim. I have no idea with all the forwards that Tampa lost. Why was he on waivers?
Yeah,
I thought he would have been in the lineup, but
and
nonetheless,
then they have Grubauer and Drieger in net, which is a
that
really elite goalie
that's got to
tandem.
be one of the best tandems in the league.
Yeah.
But
Okay, so leading scorer predictions.
this is another one where I have a different prediction for goals and points. But which one are you going with?
Points. Or what?
Okay, but who's the player?
Oh, Gord. Has to be Gord.
Oh, for me, it wasn't even Gord. Wasn't even one of the two players. For me, it was Jordan Everly or Jaden Schwartz. I think Schwartz more goals, Everly more points. So I'm gonna go with Jordan Everly.
Okay. Next team is the Vancouver Canucks.
Okay, wait, just so I can keep track, how many have we done so far?
Uh,
Seattle, San Jose, the two
LA.
teams, LA,
6.
and Anaheim. 6. So we have the Canucks in this division and Vegas. Okay.
Okay. Canucks. Thought they were coming out of the rebuild, but it looks like they're diving right back in head first.
Yeah, I really don't know about some of these contracts. OEL, I've hammered him enough, but he signed forever. Quinn Hughes is signed forever. The Hughes deal, I think it's good for now, but it has potential to be not very good simply because of what I think of his defensive game so far. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, Hughes. Wish he signed with New Jersey, but hey.
Hey, imagine they offer sheeted
I
him.
mean, his contract expires when he's an RFA, so it's still possible.
Does it actually?
Yeah,
It expires in 26, 27.
yeah.
How old will he be?
He will be in 26 or 27, somewhere around
He's
there.
21 and it expires in 6 years. So yeah, he'll be 27. I think is that RFA eligible? I
Yeah,
don't think it. Oh, it is?
or UFA. No, my bad. UFA. He's a UFA.
He'll be a UFA. Yeah, that's more like it.
That's good. So, and then I mean, I thought they were coming out of the rebuild, but then they like go and bring in like OEL and a bunch of massive contracts. I mean, like I don't know why Benning tried to like get rid of like Louis Erickson and stuff. Like Erickson's contract is way better than Ekman Larson.
I'm gonna ask this very blatantly. Why does Jim Benning still have a job?
I don't know.
Can someone give me an answer? What has he done that suggests that he is a good general manager? That he can manage an NHL team? Is he a good scout? Absolutely. I think that the drafting that the Canucks have done when he was the GM is phenomenal.
Let's
But
go.
in
Let's go.
terms of
No,
free
let's go
agency,
through some of his picks actually.
you want to do that? Okay, it might take a bit longer.
I mean, let's just go over some of them. I mean,
Okay.
I'm looking through. I really can't find anyone like really good stands out, but
Oh, I can name 2 players right from the beginning. Actually,
Hill,
3.
Hill.
Elias Pettersson at
Actually,
5 is a steal.
Hoglander, but
Yeah, Nils Hoglander. Elias Pettersson at 5 is a steal.
I mean, I
Quinn
really
Hughes
wouldn't
at
say
8 is a
Elias
steal.
Pettersson at 5 is like a huge steal.
He's the best. I mean, he's the best or second best player from the draft, and
Second
they got him.
best. You're not even close to Makar.
I think that he got sort of overlooked because he was injured this year.
I mean,
Makar is better. I'm not sure
he
by how much, but Makar's better.
Heisher and Patrick were like the guaranteed 1-2 in that draft. I
And
mean,
look at how that worked out.
Heisher is
Sorry,
still okay, but Patrick,
Patrick
certified
has had
bust.
injury issues, but
He's a certified bust. Like
okay,
Heisher's
but
still a good,
yeah,
like
I
at
feel like
least Heisher plays. Like Heisher had
he
one
does.
bad injury season.
But you look at the 3 picks after that, and
Yeah.
those were the starts of the draft. It was at 3 Miro Heiskanen, at 4 Kel Makar, and at 5 Elias Pettersson.
Well,
So
I honestly wouldn't trust the Devils drafting Heiskanen or Makar. Because they're really bad when they draft defense, like excluding Ty Smith.
I got some bad news. You guys just drafted Luke Hughes.
I know.
Did you want them to take him?
Yeah. But at the time they were like really bad at D-men.
Okay. Here, you want to talk about no movement clauses again? Let me list off some players that have some sort of no movement clause. Michael Furland, who's on the IR, so I guess that doesn't really count.
But he was good when they signed him.
Yaroslav Halak with a full no move clause.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Travis Hamonic, modified no move clause.
18 no trade clause. So not that bad.
Tyler Myers,
10 team no.
And then Oliver Ekman-Lars. They didn't sign that contract.
Larson wasn't signed by. And then Tanner Pearson, 7 team.
But it only starts in 22-23.
Yeah, okay. So predictions.
It's not impossible to trade these contracts, but you know what I'm saying. Is it really necessary to give these guys no move clauses?
No. Next, so predictions. Let's say, who's your leader?
You know what? Are you going to go with Pettersson?
I'm not going to tell you. You guess.
JT Miller.
I'm saying Quinn Hughes. Can I go with the D-man?
I'm saying JT Miller. I know Pettersson's the obvious choice, but we saw what Miller did a few years ago. If he can get it back, dangerous player.
So let's move on to Vegas.
They are the final team in the Pacific Division. As expected, they are over the cap. How many no movement clauses do they have?
I mean, all their no movement clauses are earned, though. Almost all of them, besides maybe Dadonov.
Okay, Robin Leonard, modified no move clause. Alec Martinez, modified no move clause. And
Again, modified is a 12 team, 16, 12, and 8. Then Leonard is a 8 team, then a 5 team.
Yeah. Pietrangelo with a full no move. I mean, in a few years, that contract's not going to look so great, but for now, it does. Mark Stone, full no move. Pacioretty, modified. William Karlsson, modified. And then Dadonov and Marchessault both have a modified. I'm not sure, but at least those players have somewhat performed.
Yeah.
But if you look at them on paper, they should be a good team next year and for a few years to come. Really don't see them declining just yet. Any predictions?
No, prediction, yes. I see Stone. Just Stone's going to lead the team.
This is a very hot take. I'm 100% going to be wrong. But if he can get his scoring touch back, William Karlsson. That man once scored 40 goals. He could be a dangerous player. But now, what division are we going to move on to? Central?
Let's go to the Central now.
Okay, now starting up the Central Division, we have the Arizona Coyotes. Let's take a look at their cap friendly. No one signed after the season. There are, I could see 1, 2, 3, 6 players signed after this season. That's awful.
No, it's not. I mean, most of those players are old.
Is it? Is it 6 or 7? Something. Nonetheless,
I would say that's really good for them that they have that many deals coming off the books now. Actually, I mean, Keller, Schmaltz, Chikrin.
I mean, it begs the same question: who is gonna pay for them? I mean, who's gonna play for them? My bad.
They have. Let's see. They have $51 million in cap space next season.
Once again, cap space is only a weapon if you use it.
And I mean, we know Phil Kessel's not coming back. Louis Eriksson's not coming out. Yaskin no. Roussel, no. Lawson Krause, yes. Johan Larson, maybe. Dzingel, maybe. Fisher, maybe. Liam O'Brien, who the hell is that? Travis Boyd, no. Strawman, no. Chikrin signed. Gostisbehere signed. Labushkin, maybe. I mean, Korvinov, don't know who that is. I mean, they have a lot of players who.
Yeah, I know
They
I
don't
think
need.
their backup goalie changed since the last time we recorded. It's still Carter Hutton and Vemelka. I have no idea how to pronounce his name, but it changed because before it was another guy I never heard of. But
Yeah.
let's speed this up a little.
Okay, so
Leading
next, so
scorer,
just score Keller.
Jacob Chikrin.
Okay. Next team, Chicago Blackhawks. All right. So
Okay,
I mean, good contracts. I mean, got Marc-Andre Fleury this offseason. Could see them doing well. Don't know where they are in the rebuild to Stanley Cup stage.
something that slightly concerns me. They have Kane, Taves, and the Brinket all expiring in the same year.
Taze is not getting anywhere over 3 million.
Are you sure? He's
Okay,
still a really.
maybe 5 million. I'm not, but like
I think
no.
he gets like 6 or something, but definitely not 10.5.
I mean,
Like he's making right now.
Kane is gonna get probably around that, the same.
I would agree.
The Brinket's
Anyway,
probably gonna get bigger money.
they
So
have Trey
let's
Fleury,
let's
Kevin
go
Lankinen.
with predictions.
Okay,
Patty Kane.
leading scorer,
Patty Kane.
Patty Kane.
All
Really,
right,
no brainer.
next team, Colorado Avalanche.
Wait, one
McKinnon.
second. Can we quickly pause? Can we quickly pause?
Yeah.
Okay,
Colorado
so
Avalanche.
Colorado
McKinnon.
Avalanche. Okay,
You know what's weird? I mean,
what?
McKinnon's the fourth biggest contract on his team. I mean, like
Third,
fourth.
fourth. Let me see this, including
Rantanen, Landeskog, Makar are all paid higher than him.
wow, that's some tidy work, and he's tied with Eric. No, he's making just a little more than Eric Johnson.
I mean, really good
That's
team. Cup contender this year. Probably cup favorite. I mean,
really not much to say here. They have Landeskog, Makar, and Gerard signed forever. After this year, they do have to resign Kadri, Burakovsky, and Tyson Jost out of all their big players. And also, Pavel Francouz, their backup goalie, is out for now, so it'll be Kemper and Johansson.
all right.
But I
So
don't really see that being an
leading
issue.
scorer Nathan McKinnon. Next team.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Nate Mack.
All right. So
Who's the next team?
Dallas Stars.
Dallas. Shout out Grav. But what do you think of the Stars so far?
I don't know. They're probably not going to make the play. Maybe might make the playoffs. Don't know.
I think they're the definition of a bubble team.
Yeah.
It can really go either way.
I mean, Heiskin's on a good contract. I mean, Sagan's contract is abysmal. Not, I wouldn't say
think
it's
it's
abysmal,
awful?
but it's pretty bad. I mean, he goes.
Jamie Benz is far worse.
Nah, at least his ends soon.
True. Anyway, but they have Pavelski and Radulov expire after this year, and John Klingberg. So this is going to be maybe some sort of go for it here.
Is Jake Ottinger playing this year for them?
I don't know. Ben Bishop's on the IR. I don't know if he's going to play at all this year. I feel like if either Kudobin or Holtby, one of them sucks, then they're replacing them with Ottinger. Most likely Kudobin.
No, most likely Holtby.
I
Holtby's
think
way
Holtby's
worse
going to
than
bounce back.
Kudobin.
I think he's going to bounce back. And I'm not just saying this because I'm a Caps
Yeah,
fan.
you're saying because you're a Caps fan.
Okay, but if you look at it, in 2018, he won the Stanley Cup. 2019, he was still decent. And then after that, he fell off. What happened?
I don't know.
Talent doesn't disappear.
Well, yeah, it did. It did disappear.
His talent didn't disappear. The Caps' blue line after they won the Cup got significantly worse. The Canucks' blue line, I'm not even going to say anything.
So he was more of a defense goalie because he had defense. He wasn't really a good goalie, was he?
He's a goalie that more so benefits from playing in a good defense, but
Wait,
doesn't have.
hold on. You're saying goalies benefit when the defense in front of them is good?
I
Is
don't
this like
know.
breaking news to anyone else? Like, I never knew that. Good defense improves your goaltending.
I think in order to get a good goalie, you just need to trade all your defensemen. I think that is a better solution as opposed to getting a good one, but that's
All right,
just me.
leading scorer prediction. Who do you got?
You know what? Joe Pavelski.
Oh, I was looking more at Rupe Hintz.
That's also a good pick, but I'm going with Pavelski. He's in the last year of his contract, making $7 million. I think he sees another payday opportunity, so I think he's gonna give it his all.
All right, Minnesota Wild.
Minnesota Wild.
Kaprizov. I mean, a lot of good players.
Eric Sinek, Zuccarello, Fiala, some good forwards, but I think that their most notable aspect is their defense and goaltending. They have Spurgeon, Brodin, Dumba.
You think their goaltending is notable? I mean, it's Talbot and Kakkonen. I mean, I really wouldn't say that's really notable.
Cam Talbot had a very good season this year, and Kaapo Kakkonen, his individual stats weren't great, but he's still very young. I just like the defensive structure they play and how they allow their goalies to be good. That's what makes them so notable.
All right, so leading scorer prediction, Kirill Kaprizov.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Kirill the Thrill, he's gonna lead them in scoring.
All right, Nashville Predators.
Nashville Predators, they're
starting a
diving
rebuild.
into a rebuild head first. Or at
I
least
mean, losing players like Ellis and Arvidsson.
Pecorine.
I mean, that was more of a retirement, not a trade. I was thinking more like trades, but yeah.
Still lost him.
All right.
Also, I'm just curious, as a Devils fan, what do you think of their coach?
Guy's a fucking clown.
You don't like John Hines?
He shouldn't be a coach in the NHL.
You didn't like him when he was in Jersey?
He was fucking horrible.
I mean, the 1 year out of the past years where the Devils were good, he was in charge.
One time. He led us to one. That was more Taylor Hall than it was John Hines.
Yeah, it was Taylor Hall and Nico Hischier putting the team on their backs and carrying them to the playoffs where they had no business being.
Can we talk about the fact that the Predators have had one GM during their entire... I think it's during their entire franchise history. They've had one GM.
David Poile.
Yeah, he's been like their GM the entire time.
That's crazy, honestly.
David Poile's been around a while. He was the Capitals coach from 1982 to 97. He's been a GM, not coach, their GM. He's been around He's been around for about 40 years now. How old is Poile? He's 70? Damn.
There's no way.
David Poile is 70.
So, then how old is Lou Lamoriello?
Lou, he's
like... I think Lou's older.
He's like 80s. Has to be at least 80 now.
There's no way. We're getting really off topic here, but...
Alright, so, leading scorer prediction, I got Roman Josi.
Roman Josi? Real quick, Lou is 78. Holy shit.
That guy's like old. Is he even
Holy shit.
Wait, is Lou even like a boomer? Like, is he past the boomer age?
I don't know, but it's bad. Anyway, at least he's still thinking, and the Islanders are still good.
All right, I mean, Poile is thinking. He led their team to the finals, but naturally, what comes next is a rebuild.
Ryan Johansson, Matt Duchene, great GM, but nonetheless, I think they're in a rebuilding mode. You said Roman Josi's going to lead them in scoring?
Yes.
Unless he gets traded, Philip Forsberg. That's my pick.
All right, next team. St. Louis Blues.
It seems like they won the cup 2 days ago, but it also feels like they won 20 years ago.
Doesn't feel like it's been any time like recently. It feels like it's been like forever since they won. I mean, good team, still contending. They should still be contending without Binnington, heavily overrated.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I see their leading scorer being Ryan O'Reilly.
Is it going to be O'Reilly?
Yes.
How badly should I torture Rangers fans?
You could say Buchnevich, but it's Ryan O'Reilly.
That's what I want to say.
I mean, Ryan O'Reilly's... No, don't say it, dude. You're just going to look like a clown when the season's over.
David Braun. He led them in scoring once in the past 2 years. He's making $4 million, which is a steal. He's in a contract year. I think with that extra motivation, David Braun will lead them.
All right. Winnipeg Jets.
That would be the last team in the Central?
Yes.
Okay, Winnipeg Jets. They are very much over the cap, but in terms of their contracts, they have Wheeler signed for a few years, Connor signed for a long time, Scheifele, Ehlers,
I mean, good team.
Morrissey.
They're a good team.
Yeah, I
Looks like they
think
have like a few more years left. I mean,
for sure, for sure.
I would say definitely about the top. Their peak right now. They're at their peak.
Yeah, their biggest weakness was by far their blue line, but they got Brendan Dillon and Nate Schmidt. And as a Capitals fan, I could tell you, you're gonna love Brendan Dillon. He
All
was
right.
awesome for us, and you're gonna love him.
All right.
Anyway,
Leading scorer Mark Scheifele.
Scheifele's the obvious answer. I'm considering Kyle Connor, but no, it's Scheifele.
Okay. So that is the Central Division. We're gonna move on to the Metro Division now.
Yeah, I think. All right, so now we're gonna move on to the Metropolitan Division, starting off with the Carolina Hurricanes. So I think the first thing we have to address is the Kotkaniemi offer sheet. I think we mentioned it last podcast, but not very good.
Yeah, Waddell looks like the idiot here. I mean, he tried to like come out looking like this big alpha, like, ooh, we offer sheeted after you offer sheeted us, but he just looks like an idiot now.
I think it was pressure from the owner. Is it Tom Dundon? I think that's his name. I feel like it was more so pressure. Like, you're not gonna take our players. You tried to take Aho, well, screw you. We're gonna take your underperforming former 3rd overall pick that you didn't really use anyway.
Yeah, they should like went after Nick Suzuki instead. Like,
You know who was in? I mean, I'll see if there was anyone more notable when we look at Montreal's cap friendly, but yeah, I think that they should have gone for a better player.
like
I
a
honestly
Suzuki.
think, honestly, I don't think the Canadians would have minded losing Kotkaniemi if they kept the no. But the only reason why it hurt was because the no left in free agency.
All
But
right.
if you take a look at their
So
contracts,
team's
they
pretty
got
good. Team's pretty good. Their goaltending is meh. How would put their leading scorer at Sebastian Aho?
Aho. Let's say Teuvo Teravainen. I think he's sneaky good.
Next team, which is the Columbus Blue Jackets. Of course, they're entering a rebuild, and then of course we wanna let's just talk like Voracek. I mean,
Yeah, Voracek is their highest paid player, I think.
yes.
Right now, he is. Line should have a bounce back year. They got Nyquist, Bjorkstrand, Domi, Roslovic. They have some decent forwards.
But they're entering a rebuild. They need to rebuild now. Just rebuild.
That's true. Their defense is actually pretty solid. They got Jake Bean, Adam Boqvist, Zach Werenski, Gavrikov's decent. And in terms of goaltenders, they have Elvis and Korpsal backing him up. So that's pretty good.
But like, you know what they should do? They should rebuild now because they're not going anywhere in the Metro, right? You can agree.
Absolutely not.
Like they should rebuild and get ahead of the other teams. Well, they still can. Set it on the schedule so when they're coming up and when the other teams are coming down, they're going up.
Yeah. A certain someone in our Discord will like this, but do you think Yegor Chinnikov is making his debut this year?
I think so, right?
I
No,
don't think
I read that they're sending him down. Actually, I think I read that.
Yeah, I think he'll play some games towards the end of the year, but definitely won't be a full-time member.
Yeah.
Okay. And with
Leading
that, leading scorer
prediction,
Rensky. I think it's got to be Patrick Laine. With Voracek passing him the puck, Laine will get back to that 30-35 goal scorer at the very least.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be Patty Laine.
Yeah. All right. Next team, the New Jersey Devils.
Okay, well, I'm excited for this.
All right. So, can I do this one, please?
Okay, yeah, I'll let you lead
for
this.
So Nico Hischier, I mean, great captain. I mean, Thomas Tatar, which was like a very underrated addition for the Devils. Tatar is like a great player. I
for
mean,
sure.
Andreas Janssen, put him in a spaceship and send him to the moon. He is more
I'm,
useless than, I don't know. He's like
I'm
the
so
most
glad the
useless
Leafs got rid
player.
of him.
He's the most useless player, like, in history.
Do you remember who Hughes traded for? Because I do.
Joey Anderson.
Yep.
I
I'm
mean, Joey Anderson, we didn't really lose much, but
Yeah, but it was the money. For the Devils, it's not
yeah.
really a big deal, but for the Leafs, it was.
Yeah, and then next player, Jesper Bratt, a heavily underrated player. Pavel Zacha, called a bust. I mean, bad pick at the pick, still a really good player.
He's been decent the last 2 years.
Yegor
For sure.
Sharangovich, absolute legend.
Got signed to an extension.
Definitely top 3 player in the league, possibly best player in the league. I
Sure.
mean, there's really no arguing with that. I mean, Kuokkanen, really underrated again.
Yep.
Michael
Frederick Gauthier is going to win the Art Ross.
Michael McLeod, great fourth line player. Sadly, Nate Bastian got taken in the expansion draft because they were like really good together. Jack Hughes, still labeled a bust by some pissed off Rangers fans.
No.
Yes.
No. The same people that say that Hughes is a bust say Lafreniere is a bust.
Well,
It's not
it's the Rangers fans who say it. So, I mean, Jack Hughes. I mean, he's poised for a breakout season, playing with most likely Tatar and Sharangovich. Freddie Gauthier. I don't know why they picked him over Jankowski. Jimmy Vesey looked okay. Studenich, don't even know why he's here. Dougie Hamilton, the big fish in free agency.
Contract's going to look bad in a few years, but he's good for now.
But the contract looks good for when. Plus, I think the no move clause goes to 2025, 26. So then it's just a 10-team no trade list, which that means they can basically dump him.
PK Subban, highest paid bottom pairing defenseman.
Only 1 year left, though. Ryan Graves, great addition for the Devils for Mikhail Maltsev in a second. Picking him up was like a great move by Tom Fitzgerald. I mean, there's Jonas Siegenthaler, meh.
We talk about him because I know what he is. Siegenthaler was quite underrated with the Capitals. You're going to like him.
And there's Christian Jaros, meh. Haven't seen him enough. Colton White, meh. Mason Geertsen. I like him. Like he's a really. I saw him in person again when he was a Ranger actually, which is kind of funny. But I saw him in person. He's a really physical player. Like he was like really throwing his weight around. And I think he's exactly what the Devils need on like a third pairing D-man. Someone who can throw hits and like stand up for a bunch of younger players.
Something I just realized. Take a look at who's on the IR. Damon Severson, one of your best defensemen. Ty Smith, your best young defenseman.
Yes, but Ty
And
Smith,
Miles Wood.
all 3 are expected to make a return by opening night, so.
Okay.
And then Jonathan Bernier. So I'm like, Bernier is really starting to concern me. He's been out with like maintenance days for the last 4 days. And if you're a Devils fan, you remember what happened last time we had a goalie who went on a bunch of maintenance days.
Who would that be?
Corey Crawford.
And then he retired immediately.
Yep.
Are you still paying him?
No.
They're paying Corey Schneider $2 million.
I don't know why they didn't just let that contract sit. He would be on for 1 more year.
I don't know. And they're still paying Ilya Kovalchuk. That's funny.
All right, and then Blackwood, good goalie, came off of a COVID season last year. Wedgwood, good
He's
third,
gonna go.
good third goalie. Severson, meh. Miles Wood, good fourth liner. I mean, Ty Smith, really good defenseman. Really solid pick by
Was he
Ray
injured
Shira.
last year?
No, he played most of the season. I think he played all of it actually.
Really? Because I think that he was very hot to start the year, and then he just disappeared.
Well, I feel like as like the season got on, his defense got better, but at like the expense of his offense.
Yeah, I thought he was injured. Maybe that's why. But
And then Tice Thompson, he'll most likely be sent down when he gets off the injured reserve.
anyway, I
Tyler
think he
Wotherspoon, don't
spent
know who
way too
that
much time
is.
on this. Who's the leading scorer?
Um,
Jimmy VC.
Jack Hughes. I mean, you have an actual prediction for leading scorer, or?
You know what? Thomas Tatar.
Hmm.
Underrated addition. He might be really good.
New York Islanders.
New York Islanders.
Of course, led by Lou.
Yeah,
Did you know Lou had 2 separate interim head coaching stints as the New Jersey Devils coach?
really.
He
I know
combined for a total of 8 months as the Devils head coach.
he used to be the GM, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he loves his guys. That's why he got Andy Green. That's why he got Zach Parise. That's why he got Travis Zajac.
I mean, Lou led the Devils to their 3 Stanley Cups. I mean,
Yeah. You want to know
I
how
mean,
old he is? He coached Brian Burke. That's how old he is.
Lou drafted Marty Brodeur, someone who's retired.
No, but I know, but you look at Burke as this old guy, but like he was coached by Lamoriello,
Yeah.
which I find kind of funny. Where are the Islanders? Wait, there they are. I
I mean,
just pulled up their cap
Lou
friendly.
was like really good at drafting back when he was like
He
still.
is. Lou is awesome. I feel like he's one of those GMs where uh
No, I
if
think Lou's not as
certain
good
rule,
now, but
yeah, if Lou tells you to do something, you're doing it. He's just so intimidating.
like he sent like some guy just like he just exiled some guy to Sweden after he didn't get the COVID vaccine. He just straight up like said like,
Can you remember
all
his
right, you're
name?
playing.
Cody Wild.
All right, so
The,
about the Islanders team though. I mean, good
yeah, they have some
team.
long contract. They have some long contract.
They're going to be the best team in the Metro. I mean, put their leading scorer at Matthew Barzal.
Yeah, for sure. Matt Barzal, not even.
Next
He's.
team. Okay, I'm going to let you do the Rangers, so just you take it away.
I'm not gonna go over every player like you did, but nonetheless, they have some long contracts for sure. Barkley Goodrow, not great.
No movement clause.
Ryder, not great.
No movement
But
clause.
you got Panarin, who's on a
No
very good
movement
contract.
clause.
I don't mind
Wait, hold on.
Panarin.
You just said that's a very good contract.
Panarin, yeah,
At 11.642.
he's been 100% worth it.
But that's 14% of the cap. Like, would you rather keep Kako and Lafreniere or Panarin?
Well, it's 2 for 1, so
Would you rather Kako and Lafreniere or Panarin? Just pick a deal.
Paco and Lafreniere are gonna combined probably make more than Panarin.
A little
So,
more, but like maybe like 13, 14 million. So they're only make like 2 more than he makes.
well, I just think that the way he's performed, Panarin is worth his contract.
Yeah, but how old is he now?
Zibanejad recently signed his extension. His previous contract was a steal.
That's
This one
the
is more reasonable.
Zibanejad contract is gonna be horrible. Trust me.
It's not going to be that bad.
In 2025-26, that deal is gonna be looked at as one of the worst in the league. He
I
will
don't think
become Louis Eriksson.
I don't think so. Besides, the cap's going to go up. They have some really good young
Oh,
players. Kako,
yeah.
Lafreniere.
Yeah, about that. I'm gonna like start like a new strand of COVID to make sure like we go through like a whole like COVID season so the cap doesn't go up for them. Just kind of like screw them over there.
Andre Miller, Nils Lundqvist, 2 very young defensemen. Adam Fox, Adam Norris. So yeah, they got some really good players, and
All right, leading
let's see what they can.
scorers. Panarin.
Panarin, 100%.
Next team. Philadelphia Flyers.
Philadelphia Flyers. Okay.
One of the crummiest franchises in the league. Some of the worst fans of the world.
True.
Good team. Leading scorer prediction.
Wait, so you know how Sean Couturier just got his extension?
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, never mind. That's his current contract. Because I looked, he's like their 5th or 6th highest paid forward, but that's his previous contract. Still, that's a steal. Konechny's making more than him. Atkinson, JVR, Kevin Hayes, Claude Giroux,
But that isn't the real
Bob
contract. I mean,
Ellis,
he's the
Chris
highest paid.
Lyon.
Alright, so leading scorer predictions.
Leading score, let's go with
Sean Couturier.
Travis Konechny.
Alright, next
Anyway.
team. Penguins. The
Penguins, you know how Duke moving
Penguins.
the Rangers for
Oh
everything
my god, they have like no contracts.
You know how like you make fun of the Rangers for everything they do? I'm gonna do that to the Penguins now. No, the Penguins, they're going to finish last in, like, 2024. Evgeny Malkin, he's about to walk. Crosby, $8.7 million. In 2 years, that's going to be the worst contract in the NHL. Jake Getzel, bust.
No, Gunstill's not a bust. You're calling
No, but on
Gunstill
a
a
serious
bust.
note, Mike Matheson is signed forever.
Yeah, that's
Holy
horrible.
They lost their best player in Cody Ceci.
That sucks for them.
Marcus Pettersson is getting paid for. What did Marcus Pettersson do that he's getting $4 million?
I don't know. I mean, leading
Yeah.
scorer prediction 3, 2, 1. Jake Netzel.
Jake Getzel, I'd agree.
Would say Crosby, but he's injured.
Crosby's out for way too long. I mean, it's only a month, right? But still.
Yeah, that's like a long
think
time to
Getzel's
catch up.
gonna
But
have-
all right, you take it away.
Wait, quickly, you want to talk about the goalies in Pittsburgh?
Nah,
I'm not very
Tristan
confident.
Jarry and they're good. I mean, but your turn. Take it away with the Capitals.
Okay, let's take a look at the Capitals. Let me pull up their cap friendly. Where are they? Right here. Ovechkin is Ovechkin. He is the god of all gods.
No.
Backstrom, still doing well. Kuznetsov, that one's a little rough. But Oshie still performing well. Manta, we'll see what he can do in a full year. Tom Wilson plays his role very well. Eller's a decent bottom sixer. Same with Hagelin. Hathaway, Sheary, Dowd, they'll all get in your face. Daniel Sprong, I'm excited what he can do this year. Carlson on defense, probably the best purely offensive defenseman in the league. Dmitry Orlov, solid second pairing guy. Same with Justin Schultz. Nick Jensen, solid defenseman. Trevor Van Riemsdyk, we'll see what he can do. And Matt Irwin is Matt Irwin. In terms of goalies, Samsonov and Vanacek both
They
are
both
young.
suck. I mean, they're really not good goalies. Mostly
What do you mean?
considered a modern day bust. I mean,
You say this about every team that's not the Devils.
like Samsonov is like literal Swiss cheese. Like I think he has like a hole the size of a fucking monitor inside of his stomach. Like
He had a 916 in his rookie season.
I know he's horrible.
How's that bad?
He hasn't even won a Stanley Cup yet.
Oh yeah, Mackenzie Blackwood has.
Yeah. He won it in his basement one time, according to a story.
Didn't everyone?
A fake basement game. So he
Yeah,
did.
but as I was saying, their
So,
goaltending
Samsonov
should-
bust, Vanacek bust. Let's go into the Atlantic Division.
Okay, yeah. Expect them to win the cup this year.
No. They're on their rebuild. They're done. Capitals' time is over.
They have a few more years, but
I give them one more year. This is their last chance.
I'd say like 2 years, and then we are going to rebuild.
All right.
I would.
Atlantic Division.
Okay, so now
Boston Bruins.
so they're starting off the Atlantic.
Yes.
You know, even though I'm a Capitals fan, I actually don't know which team I hate more, the Bruins or the Penguins. Because I really don't like the Bruins. But anyway, if you take a look at their contracts, Charlie Coyle is signed at 5.25 forever. Taylor Hall, Brad Marchand, both on very reasonable deals. Hall, Marchand is a steal.
Same with Pasternak, too.
Pasternak is a steal. See, that's what you get when you sign players that are just starting to, come out.
Well, no, it's more of
sign them
Boston.
up.
Boston is great at getting players to, sign good contracts.
Their timing is also just really good. Like, when Pasternak was signed to his deal, he was around the 60-point player and just starting to develop. So, I think the timing on that was great. They have a really good management group. Don Sweeney, the GM, head coach Bruce Cassidy, their owner, I believe, Jeremy Jacobs. Is that his name?
I don't know.
I think that's the owner. They just have a really good. I think Bruce Cassidy is in the. Wait, no, Bruce Cassidy's the coach. Never mind. Who am I thinking of?
Also, wait, we didn't do leading scorer predictions for the Capitals, so 3, 2, 1 Ovechkin.
Okay, yeah, Ovechkin.
And then
Did
let's go.
we forget the other teams?
What? No, that's the
Did
only
we
team we
forget
forgot.
any other teams?
That's the only team we forgot, I think.
Okay, yeah. So sorry about that. But anyway, you want to do the Bruins waiting score right now?
Pasternak.
Yep, David Pasternak.
I mean, I think it'll be close between him and Marchand, but I'm going to give it to Pasternak. Let's
I
go
agree.
on to the living piece of team we call the Buffalo Sabres. With their
Oh,
highest paid player by $3 million being Jeff Skinner. Their second
favorite.
highest player being a tie involving Kyle Okposo.
Do you know who their head coach is?
Who is there? I'm not looking at it, so. Who is
Do
it?
you know who it is? I know who it is.
There was an intern. Don Granato.
Yeah. I only know that because I watch some Sabres YouTubers that are fans. So that's the only reason I know his name.
So, I mean, their
But
team's crap. Leading scorer, Victor Olofsson. Next team.
yeah, can we quickly mention?
Nope, they're not. They're not worth the. They're not worth the time of day. Move on to the next team.
Pagulas are not good. That's all I'm gonna say. Pagulas are not good. Leading scorer. You know what? Give me some Casey Middlestat.
Okay. Right, Detroit Red Wings coming out of a rebuild. I'm gonna say good team, not good enough for the Atlantic Division.
For sure.
Defense is
They have
bad.
potential to finish higher than Ottawa. And
I think Ottawa and Detroit are about at the same position right now.
maybe they finish higher with Montreal than Montreal simply because Price is out.
All right, so I'm gonna put their best scorer being Dylan Larkin.
Dylan Larkin, really?
Dylan Larkin, yeah.
I'd say Vrana, but he's injured. And Bertuzzi's gonna miss some games because of
So Dylan
vaccine.
Larkin.
What about P.S. Suter? Nah,
Just say Dylan Larkin. I mean, it's the obvious choice.
I want to get some hot takes in there.
Florida Panthers, great team.
Florida Panthers,
great team.
Cup contenders for sure.
Jonathan Huberdeau. Great contract.
Don't mention Jonathan Marchessault to any Panthers fans.
All right.
Why can't I find their cap friendly?
Leading scorer prediction. I mean, they're a good team. Leading scorer prediction, Jonathan Huberdeau.
Agreed, Huberdeau. They still have like just under $3 million in cap space, so they can make another move or two.
All right, next team is going to be the Montreal Canadiens. The Canadiens de Montreal.
Okay, so
Team's
what do you
good.
think?
I mean, a lot of ELCs. That's not a lot of ELCs. That's not going to look good in a while, but
Woo, that's
good team, not making the playoffs.
Here, without looking, let me read off their IR. Shea Weber, Mike Hoffman, Joe Edmondson, Paul Byron, Sammy Niku. That's a lot.
All right,
that's
so
a lot of players.
Leading scorer prediction. Let's go with. Give me Nick Suzuki.
Nick Suzuki. I'll take Tyler Toffoli.
Let's move on to the Ottawa Senators. Their team's bad.
Eugene Melnyk is bad.
If Tkachuk doesn't resign, this is looking horrible for them.
They're under the cap floor.
And they still won't resign Tkachuk. Like, just give the man what he wants.
He doesn't want to.
All right, so leading scorer prediction. If they sign him, Tkachuk. If not, Stützle.
Okay, suppose he misses some time and it's not enough. Do you see it being Tim Stützle?
If it goes a month without him signing, I'll put it at Stützle.
Underrated player, Connor Brown.
Next team, the Tampa Bay Lightnings. Tampa Bay.
Back to boat. Anyway,
this is number one bullshit.
It is 18 million over the cap. They cheated. Sometimes I just can't believe how salty some fans are.
No, I mean, if it was any of anyone's favorite teams, like if it was your favorite team, Capitals, you would have defended it. If it was the Devils, I would have defended it.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm defending it. I'm 100%.
I know. I'm just saying, like, just putting out for people who don't like it.
They found a loophole. It's not illegal.
Yeah.
If it's not illegal, then it's illegal. That's how it works.
Yeah.
They found a loophole and they used it. And they're doing it again with Brett Seabrook.
Yeah.
So, anyway, that Braden Point contract, the old one was a steal, and I think this one's going to be pretty good as well.
Let's put their leading scorer at, I'm going to say Braden Point.
I'll
Or
still take
Kucherov.
Kucherov. I'll take Kucherov.
Last team, the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Toronto Maple Leafs. Final team.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave this at first round, and I'm just gonna say the word first round and Austin Matthews. That's all my comments have to do with this team. First round, Austin Matthews, 1967, David Ayers.
9-2 Nashville. 3-1 series lead. Are we done here?
Yeah, Austin Matthews. Next.
Awesome.
All right. So
I think
now
we're done though.
we're gonna do some
I want to talk
award.
about the Leafs. They're
Let's
one
do-
of my favorite teams, so I
Oh,
want
wait,
to do
we're
them
doing.
a bit of
Okay.
justice. If I'm just gonna say, get it done in the playoffs. Regular season at this point doesn't matter. Matthews is great. Marner needs to be better in the playoffs, but in the regular season he's great. Nylander's great. Tavares, great leader. They have a really good forward group. Defense was their strongest point last year. Goaltending, we'll see what Campbell can do, but Mrazek's a really good tandem goalie. You're still paying Phil Kessel, that too, but overall solid team. Just got it done in the playoffs. That's all.
All right. So now we're gonna do some award predictions.
Okay.
It's time to do some awards predictions. So we're gonna do the awards now. Okay, so let's start off with the Stanley Cup, the big one.
You're really putting me on the spot here. If I'm being unbiased, Colorado Avalanche.
You know what? I'm gonna say back to back to back. Let's go Tampa Bay again.
Not a bad pick.
President's
You want to do
Trophy.
Presidents?
Colorado.
Florida.
Prince
Or
of
wait,
Wales.
did I even predict them to finish first in the division?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
Prince of Wales, which is the Eastern Conference. So I'm gonna say again Tampa.
And for me, let's go with Tampa as well.
All right, so Clarence S. Campbell Bowl.
So for me, it's obviously Colorado because they're my Stanley Cup pick. And for you?
Let's go with Vegas.
Okay.
Conn Smythe.
Darcy Kemper.
All right, me, I gotta go with Braden Point.
Okay.
The Hart Trophy, the MVP.
I got an interesting one for this one. Who do you think it is?
I'm gonna say McKinnon
who's your
finally
pick?
does it. McKinnon finally gets it.
Nathan McKinnon?
Yeah.
Okay. This guy won the MVP a few years ago. I think he's gonna do it again. Nikita Kucherov.
All right, so Calder.
Calder. Can you give me some of the notable rookies? I can't seem to remember any.
I'm gonna say mine probably. Shit, who's a good rookie this year?
I can think of one, but I'm not even sure if he's playing.
I'm gonna say Cole Caulfield.
Oh right, I completely forgot about him. Quentin Byfield, or is he gonna miss some time?
He's missing a lot of time, I think.
Well then that's not a good pick. You know what? Let's spice things up. Alex Nedeljkovic.
Vezina. I'm gonna say Robin Leonard.
It's a good pick. I'm gonna go with his old partner, Marc-Andre Fleury, back-to-back Vezinas.
Good pick. The Norris.
Highly unlikely, but okay.
The Norris.
Norris.
All right,
Victor
I'm gonna go with Kel McCarr.
That's also. Should I go with McCarr? You know what? No. Victor Hedman. I'm gonna.
Art Ross, league leader in scoring.
Some guy named Connor.
You know, there's like this guy like Connor McSomething or another who plays in Edmonton.
McDonald's, is it not?
I think it's like Connor McDonald. I think he's gonna win. You know, yeah. McDonald's. The Selke.
Selke Trophy. Is there? There's one answer,
Mark
and it's
Stone.
the same every year. Who'd you say?
Mark Stone.
Mark Stone. Is it his year?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who do you have?
Patrice Bergeron.
Bergeron, no. Bergeron's washed up with that. All right, Lady Big. Gentleman.
Lady,
I don't even know. It's really not important of
I
an
know my
award.
pick.
I mean, do we even need to do this award? Let's
I
just
know
skip that
my
award.
pick.
I don't know. I can't pick anyone you pick. Just say a name.
Austin Matthews.
Okay. Jack Adams.
Interesting.
I'm gonna say Barry Trotz.
I'm giving Lindy Ruff consideration for it. I'm not gonna give
Well,
it to
if
him, but
you know what? If the Devils make the playoffs, then I would say Lindy Ruff. But
even if they don't make the playoffs, if they have improvement, I think he's gonna be considered. You know what? Let's take a look. Maybe Gerard Gallant, but I don't know. Let's see. You know what? Joe Quenneville. He's really good.
all right, Maurice Richard.
Come on. There's only one answer.
Austin Matthews.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say Ovechkin.
He'll be up there, but I don't
The
think he's
Ted Lindsay, most outstanding player voted by the NHLPA. McDavid.
McDavid.
The Jennings.
Jennings, that's the lowest goes against.
Let's say Kemper.
I'm going to go with Varlamov and Sorokin.
All right, Jim Gregory, GM of the year. I'm gonna go with biased Tom Fitzgerald.
Who won it this year?
Who did win it this year?
Lou Lamoriello. That's an
Lou.
awful pick.
Lou's won it
Lou
2 years in a
this
row.
year? Yeah. You know what? I said Joe Quenneville is going to win the best coach, so I'll give Bill Zito best GM.
I mean, I think Tom Fitzgerald deserves it if the Devils make the playoffs. I mean, like, good additions like Tatar and... I need to explain myself because it sounds biased, so... I mean, like, people like Tatar and, I mean...
To be fair, the Devils did have the best offseason out of all the teams this year.
No, don't say that. No, I remember what happened last time. People said we had the best offseason. We
Oh,
got
yeah,
Subban,
right.
Gusev, I
PK
mean...
Subban, Wayne Simmons, Jack Hughes.
Jack Hughes not that bad. Jack Hughes not that bad. Jack Hughes
Nikita
not that bad.
Gusev. Remember him?
Goose.
Yeah. Well, if that's gonna jinx them, then sure, why not? Devils great offseason. Tom Fitzgerald is a genius, and yeah, they're gonna make the playoffs.
Okay, fair enough. But you can't say he's not a genius because you just said he was. Okay, so now we're gonna do this one thing. We're gonna do this like it'll rank your favorite team. So we're gonna do it combined together.
Okay.
Here, I'll just pull it up quickly.
Okay. So are you gonna read them? Because I can't see your screen.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay. Do you have the website pulled up yet?
It's on like Tumblr or some stupid shit like that. But okay, so Seattle Kraken or Vegas Golden Knights?
Seattle.
Vegas.
Well, okay. If you want Vegas, let's do Vegas. Because I also like the Golden Knights.
All right. St. Louis or San Jose? I can
Blues.
go either way on this one, so I guess we'll say Blues. Kings
Yeah.
or Wild? Wild.
Wild.
Avs or Coyotes? Avs.
Avs.
Lightning or Ducks? Lightning.
Lightning.
Panthers or Predators? Panthers.
Panthers.
Stars or Red Wings? Stars.
Stars.
Blackhawks or Blue Jackets?
Hawks.
Blue Jackets, I was gonna say, but okay. Guess we can go
Let's split
Hawks.
then.
We want to hit I like both or no opinion?
I like both.
Capitals or Hurricanes? Capitals.
Caps.
Flyers or Penguins? Penguins.
I'll take neither.
No opinion. Islanders or
Okay.
Rangers?
Rangers.
I can't do that.
You like the Islanders?
No, I just hate the Rangers, but I guess I'll put Rangers. Devils or Sabres? Devils.
No.
Jets or Bruins? Jets.
Yes. I feel like because of you,
Leafs.
I'm a bigger Devils fan than I used to be.
Leafs or Canucks?
Leafs.
Okay. Senators or Canadians?
Habs.
I agree. Flames or Oilers? Oilers.
Oilers.
Golden Knights or Blues? Golden Knights.
Golden Knights.
Blues or Kraken? Kraken.
Kraken.
Avalanche or Wild? Avalanche.
Habs. Habs.
Coyotes or Wild? Wild.
Wild.
Coyotes or Kings? Kings.
Kings.
Lightning or Panthers?
Lightning.
Lightning. Sorry. Ducks or Panthers? Panthers.
Panthers.
Predators or Ducks? Predators.
Predators.
Blackhawks or Stars? Stars.
Stars.
Red Wings or Blackhawks? Red Wings.
Red Wings. Yep.
Flyers or Capitals? Capitals. Hurricanes or Flyers? Hurricanes.
Hurricanes. I would agree.
Devils or Rangers? Devils? Can I say Devils?
Okay, sure.
We need to put the Capitals and Devils at like the same
Okay.
level.
Yeah, I guess you could put Devils.
Rangers or Sabres?
Rangers.
Rangers.
I think you like the Rangers more than the Sabres.
No, I like the Sabres more as just like a team, like not like right now, but Islanders or Sabres? Islanders.
Wait, what did you put for the Rangers and Sabres?
Rangers.
Okay.
Maple Leafs or Jets?
Maple Leafs.
Maple Leafs. Canucks or Jets? Jets.
Jets.
Bruins or Canucks?
Ooh.
Shout out to the riding Canucks fans saying I click Canucks. Oilers or Canadians? Oilers.
Wait, did you say Canucks or Bruins?
I said Canucks.
I agree.
Oilers or Canadians? Oilers.
Oilers.
Flames or Canadians? Canadians.
It doesn't matter then.
I mean, I don't care either way. I'll go with the. Should we just go no opinion?
No opinion.
Colorado or Vegas? Vegas.
Ooh.
I mean, I like both like evenly, so.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Should I click I like both?
I like both.
Wild or Kraken? Kraken.
Kraken.
Wild or Blues? Wild. Kings or Blues? Kings. Coyotes or Blues? Blues. Sharks or Coyotes? Sharks.
Sharks.
Lightning or Stars?
Lightning.
Panthers or Stars? Panthers.
Doesn't matter for me.
Like
Just go with Panthers then.
Stars or Predators? Stars, right?
Stars.
Red Wings or Predators? Predators.
I'll take the Wings. So I guess I like both.
Yeah, sure. Blackhawks or Ducks? Ducks?
I like. It doesn't matter.
I don't like their just organization. Devils or Capitals? I like both. Rangers or Hurricanes? Hurricanes. Hurricanes.
Why?
Fine, Rangers. Islanders or Hurricanes? Hurricanes. Islanders or Flyers? Islanders.
Yep.
Sabres or Flyers? Sabres.
Sabres.
Oilers or Leafs? Leafs.
Leafs.
Jets or Oilers? Jets.
Jets.
Canucks or Oilers? Oilers.
Yeah. Oilers.
Flames
sure.
or Canucks? Flames? Maybe?
Flames.
Or Canucks?
Flames.
I don't really know. Senators or Canucks?
Canucks.
Senators or Bruins? No, Canucks. Sorry, Senators. Senators or Bruins? Senators.
Sens.
Lightning or Avalanche? Lightning. Panthers or Avalanche? Panthers.
Panthers?
I said Panthers.
I said Avalanche. I like both.
All right. I actually clicked the Panthers. My bad. Shit. My bad.
That's
I
fine.
apologize. Stars or Avalanche? Avalanche. Right?
Yeah.
Kraken or Stars? Kraken?
Kraken.
Wild or Stars? Stars.
Stars.
Red Wings or Wild?
I like both.
I like both. Okay. Ducks or Kings? Ducks.
Kings.
No opinion, or I like both.
No, you could pick the Ducks.
Okay. Blackhawks or Kings? Kings.
Yeah.
Blues or Blackhawks?
Blues.
Sharks or Blackhawks?
How much have we already answered? And
We're
how many are
out
left?
2/3 of the way there.
Okay.
Sharks or
So what was
Blackhawks?
the last question?
Sharks or Blackhawks? Sharks.
Hawks.
No opinion, or I like both.
No opinion.
Devils or Maple Leafs? Devils.
Yeah.
Rangers or Maple Leafs? Rangers over Maple Leafs.
Rangers.
Hurricanes, Maple Leafs. Hurricanes.
Leafs.
Hurricanes over the Leafs. But I'll say I like both, I guess.
Yeah.
Jets or
'Cause
Jets or Islanders? Jets.
I like both, but I guess you could pick Jets since you like them more.
Oilers or Islanders?
Islanders.
Sabres or Oilers? Oilers.
Oilers.
Calgary Flames or Oilers? Sabres.
What?
Sabres or Flames?
Flames.
Canucks or Sabres?
Canucks.
Senators or Sabres?
Sabres.
Senators.
Sens? You could pick the Sens. Okay.
I like no opinion. Bruins
Okay.
or Flyers? Bruins.
Flyers. I
No
hate the
opinion?
Bruins.
No opinion?
I hate the Bruins with passion.
And I hate the Flyers with passion.
I hate them too, but
No opinion.
okay, then no opinion.
Devils or Lightning? Devils. Rangers or Lightning? I like both.
Rangers.
I mean, the Lightning are my second favorite team too. So
Okay, Rangers are mine, then I like both. For me, Lightning are like my fourth.
Leafs or Panthers? I like both.
I like the Leafs.
I mean, Panthers are my third favorite. So
The Leafs are my third favorite, so I like both.
Jets or Avalanche? Avalanche.
Avalanche. For me, 1 is Washington, 2 is Rangers, 3 Leafs, 4 Lightning.
Jets or Kraken?
Kraken.
Stars or Jets?
Stars.
Stars. Red Wings or Jets? Red Wings.
Red Wings.
Ducks or Jets? Jets.
Jets.
Islanders or Ducks? Ducks. Islanders. You say Islanders? Can't hear you. Your audio.
The Islanders.
Okay, Islanders. So Islanders. I really don't care for the Ducks. Oilers or Ducks?
Oilers.
Flames or Ducks?
Flames.
Canucks or Ducks?
Ducks.
Ducks or Canucks?
You
Ducks
just
or-
asked that.
Do you say Ducks or Canucks?
Ducks.
Kings
you
or
think?
King? I agree with almost all your picks right now. Kings or Canucks? Canucks.
Sure.
Senators or Kings? Senators.
Yeah, sure.
I just accidentally clicked the Bruins over the Kings, so that just like messed up the whole ranking. But here's the ranking. So tied for number 1 are Devils and Capitals. Tied for 3 are Rangers and Lightning. Tied for 5 are the Leafs and Hurricanes and Panthers. Tied
Makes sense.
for 8 are the Avalanche and Knights. 10 is Kraken, 11 Stars, 12 and 12. Tied for 12 are
Send me
the
a
Red Wings.
screenshot.
What?
Would you be able to show me a screenshot?
Yes.
Okay, just so I can see it. Okay, you can continue reading them off. Okay, I see it.
I have to go back to full screen there. All right.
Okay, well, were we on Nashville at 12? Tied with Minnesota?
And yeah, Minnesota and the Red Wings. And then 15
Okay.
Jets, 16 Islanders, 17 Oilers, 18 Flames and Canadians, 20 Ducks, 21 Canucks, 22 Senators and Sabres, 24 are the Bruins and Flyers, who should have been at the bottom, but my mistake. 27 are the Kings, 28 Blues, 29 Blackhawks and Blue Jackets, and then also the San Jose Sharks, and 32 is the Coyotes. All right.
Surprisingly, because do you hate the Blues?
No.
They're 28th. Like, they're in my top 10.
Okay.
I like.
All right. So thank you guys for all watching.
Yeah,
that
we thought
was. We had
yeah,
the.
I think. Yeah, you want to say something?
Yeah. So we had a lot of fun making this like final episode before the regular season.
Yeah, we thought it would be a bit shorter, but I think it was quite the average length. So this is the thing I love about podcasts. We started with
We get
just
it. You
one.
love podcasts. Can we end this now?
Yeah, I
All right.
guess. So,
Bye, everyone.
bye, everyone.